Memphis just played 24 hours ago, yet at times you guys seem like the fresher team. What kind of do you think inspired the guys to kind of just come out with the type of energy, especially on the defensive end?
I mean, you saw the togetherness. Sometimes that's what you need, a spark, right, that makes you fight together. First half, we were in a good place, but we gave 20 free throws. And then that second half, 44 points allowed, only 9 free throws. I think our energy was like getting better and better and better, increasing every time. And it's good to see those guys, how to fight for each other. That's a cool thing. So getting stops helps, having control helps. But I thought that we look and like we're in pretty good shape. So I'm happy with that.
Jordi, kind of touched on it a little bit. I think you had 10 fouls committed in the first quarter, maybe 15 the rest of the game. One, do you think your discussion with the referees had anything to do with that?
It's a good question. Probably you got to ask them, not me. But what I was doing is just try to fight for my guys. But that's game of basketball. Sometimes that happens because you want to see that they are protected, so they are not the ones complaining. And if somebody has to take the next step, it's got to be me. I want them to be under control, keep fighting, and do the right things on the court. I thought we did foul some. Again, because we were the aggressor, I didn't think that it was the same on both sides, but I think at the end it was good. Like we still pressured. We still were the physical team, and that second half, 9 free throws, it's elite with the way we want to play defense.
And you talked about your pressure and your aggression. Just touch on what you got from Dennis Schroeder, one, in terms of his ball pressure, and two, just in terms of the quality of play that he's given you so far this season.
Yeah, I mean, the ball pressure, Dennis has done it consistently, and again, that's who he is. As a team, it was not just him, Keon, Ziaire, Jalen, like everybody, Ben, like his fouls were for pressuring, for buying into it, like everybody. Again, we got to be better with our fouls, but our identity, it is what it is. We forced 22 turnovers for 31 points, and that's how you win games. We stay with it, even though they tied the game or they had the chance to take the lead. We just stay with it. So I'm proud of the guys, and that's how you close games. Back to your point, your question with Dennis. At one point, he said, "Just give me the ball. I'll take care of this," and that's what he does. He's a leader. He puts everybody in place. If he has to score, he scores, and he finished the game. So it's really, really, really good to have him on the court.
Ziaire obviously talked about this game being important to him coming back to Memphis. Just with his energy, how big was that? Not just with the short rotation, but just also for the defensive pressure you want. I think he had 3 steals leading to fast break points, 4 for the game. Just how big was his energy knowing that this game was going to be a little bit more extra for him?
Yeah, I'm happy for him because I know how it feels to come back to a place that you've been for a while. And, you know, he's no longer part of this club here, and he made a statement, and I'm happy for him. He played really, really, really hard. He made winning play after winning play after winning play, and it's all I can say. He was a big part of this win.
And just being undersized against this taller Grizzlies group, I think you guys were out-rebounded by only 4. I guess just what does it say about the tenacity of this group that they were able just to kind of collectively fight for rebounds against a team that it was going to, as you mentioned before the game, would be a tough go being taller?
Yeah, I think that all those guys were ready to – the shot went up, and we were, like, hitting bodies. A lot of those rebounds turned into 50-50 balls, and I felt like we won pretty much all of them. And, again, when you finish possessions, then you can get out and run. And, you know, they ran a little bit more in that second half, but at the end of the day, we, by the box score, whatever it's worth, we won the fast break battle too. So rebounding is extremely important, and all those guys fought and got in the mix.
So, Ziaire, the obvious question is, how does it feel to come back here and get the kind of victory that you guys did tonight?
Oh, man, it feels great. I wanted this one bad, man. It's Yeah, it was a weird feeling just being out there on the other side. Like I said before, it's still all love. Yeah, I miss those guys, but I was definitely happy I was able to talk some smack and, more importantly, get the win.
It seemed like you came out aggressive. I think those 3 steals all led to fast break baskets. You've been wanting to hang your hat on defense. Did you just sense that that's what the team needed in a game where you guys obviously had a short rotation and guys are going to have to just give everything they had a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, Jordi and the rest of the staff told me from day one my #1 role is just to be a defensive just havoc on the court, guard the best player, pick up full, and provide the energy. And, coming off the bench, I feel like that's the least I could do for the starters. So that's what I just try to focus on, man, just competing my heart out there. And, whatever happens on the offensive side is a plus. But, I'm definitely just locked in on defense and, just trying to create turnovers and, give us a little edge.
And then for a game like this where you guys 24 hours ago were in overtime, just kind of what does it say about the tenacity of this group? Down Nick, obviously fatigue, but just what does it say about the tenacity of this group to play this kind of defense that Jordi wants in a game like this?
Yeah, no, for sure, man. Just resilience, honestly. Togetherness. Man, it was really fun. It was really fun tonight. And like I said, we all stayed together. We were talking on the court. Whether we were on a run or the other team was on a run, we just found ways to stay connected out there and play for one another.
So you said that you really wanted this one. When it comes to just being on the visiting locker room and coming out a different tunnel, just what was kind of going through your mind about seeing probably a different side of FedEx Forum?
Yeah, it was a weird feeling. It was super weird, and even just like subbing into the game, it felt just a little different today. It was a bittersweet feeling, man. But I'm definitely glad I'm here, man. I'm just so blessed from the man above to put me in this position. I feel like I'm in an amazing situation in Brooklyn, and I couldn't be happier here, man. So I'm glad we got this win, and hopefully we get some more.
We saw you and your former teammates like Ja and Jaren embrace each other, Desmond.
Yep.
But what was the trash talking like? 'Cause you were talking and you were kind of going back and forth, and just what were those kind of conversations like?
Yeah, I mean, it's all friendly banter. I don't remember what I was saying, to be honest with you. It was really fun, though. It was fun. We're all competitive. We all want to win at the end of the day. So, it was super fun, man. And like I said, I'm glad I get the last laugh at the end of the day.
Playing alongside Dennis Schroeder, he's talked so many times about just the energy that you bring and kind of like just how special, important you are to this group. What have you learned from him as a leader, and kind of what is it like to kind of share the court with him?
Yeah, I mean, he's a winner. He's this 94 feet stuff. He's been doing this for years, so I'm just trying to play catch up to him. No doubt, for sure. Does everything just to win, causes havoc on offense and defensive sides. I mean, he's playing amazing right now, shooting the ball at a high clip and, making high-level plays, assists, and, just being our leader. So, definitely glad to have him as my PG, and, playing against him for 3 years, I always hated it, and I'm definitely happy to be on his side.